it can be really challenging staying out of debt, let alone saving money. Fortunately, money management is a skill that can be easily learned. In this video, we'll take you through a step-by-step guide of how to get out of debt and saving money using key principles from Alvin Hall's Your Money or Your Life. There are key, simple steps to going from debt to savings. The first is understanding your current financial habits. The second is looking at how to get out of debt as quickly as possible. And the third is looking at how we can transition into savings. First, you need to understand your current spending habits. We'll do this by creating a daily spend diary. Your spend diary should be filled in at the end of each evening and lists everything you spend money on that day. What you'll see from this is exactly how you spend your money on a day-to-day basis, and that it doesn't just disappear. You'll need to complete this every day for a full month. A full month is long enough to start seeing trends of your spending, but is also helpful as many people get paid monthly, so it's a good period of time to review your outgoings. The information from this will go into something called a monthly financial record. This lists your income in a given month and compares it with everything you've spent. The spending is organised into categories to keep things simple. The two main categories are fixed costs, which is a cost that is incurred every month regardless of what you do, such as rent, and discretionary spending, which is the money spent on things other than necessary purchases, such as going to bars or restaurants, or seeing your favourite sports team play. I've included a daily spend diary and a monthly financial record template that you can fill in yourself in the description below. If now that you have the information for a month's worth of spending, we can analyse this by looking at 3 key questions. Are you spending more money than you earn? How are you spending your money? And what percentage of total income do you spend on essential items versus non-essential items? In the example provided, we can see that we're spending £200 more than we earn every month. So, we need to set ourselves a budget for each category so that we can get the amount you spend lower than the amount you earn. Go through each of your categories of spending and give yourself a budgeted amount to spend. It's important that the budget is realistic and responsible and will give you a chance of reaching your personal goals. Some really important things to consider are: be tough on yourself with discretionary spending, and trim your fixed costs. They're simple, ongoing ways to save money. For example, can you find a cheaper phone bill, or could you cycle to work instead of taking the car? Aim to save 10% of your take-home pay each month, or whatever you can afford. There are some really great apps, such as Clarity, Spendy, and Mint, that can help you keep track of this for you. I'll put links to them in the description below. This budgeting exercise we've just done puts you on the right track to saving an amount each month. But what if you're already in debt? What's the quickest way of paying it off? Number 2, the quickest way out of debt. The best way to manage your debt is to only have one credit card, as it's easier to keep track of the amounts owed and pay off your credit card bill in full every month before the payment is due. This minimises any interest you pay and means you won't get penalised with any late payment fees. But what if you have multiple credit cards? There's a simple process for paying these off quickly. List all your credit cards, ordering them from highest to lowest annual interest rate, and the minimum payment required on all cards. Pay off all the minimum amounts required each month. Then, the money you save each month from step 1 can go into paying off the highest rate interest card. You then follow this monthly repayment plan, working your way through until all the cards are paid off. Now you know how to put money aside each month and quickly work your way out of debt. We can start to look at the easiest way to save money going forward. Step 3, the easiest way to save. Savings is the first step to enjoying wealth, but also crucially acts as a financial cushion. So, how do we save? Create a goal of how much you want to save. For example, 10% of your salary. Open up a savings account and don't get a card for it. Take the amount of money you agreed to save and move it into a savings account each month by standing order. If you are paid at the end of the month, move the money into the savings account on the first of the month. Look to increase this money when you can, for example, a pay rise, a bonus, or inheritance. With this savings plan, you can look to create goals with your savings. Your first goal should be to have 6 months after-tax income readily available. This is a financial cushion to protect yourself against unexpected challenges life throws at us. For example, losing a job, possessions being destroyed in a fire, or perhaps even a global pandemic. Once you've achieved this, you can set short and long-term goals you want to achieve. This could be buying a new camera, going on holiday, saving towards a house, or investing. If you found this video useful, please feel free to like it. And if you'd like more, please subscribe to my channel for smart ideas for living a fuller life.